still bien, mami? ¿Estás segura? Okay. Bad, Miss Gray. No, don't follow me. Get away from me. Miss Gray, Caber, get away. Get away. Evil, Miss Gray. Evil.
Hey, we are in the last quarter of this year with the new equipment coming out. We're looking at price increases, 10, 15%. What that means in dollars is if you've got a system that you're going to replace, it's going to be $10,000. It's going to add a cost to it. So you could be looking, $11,500, $12,000, to replace that system that you could do now. For $10,000. Hey guys, I'm Darren Yarbrough with Yarbrough and Sons Heat and Air. We were talking about the state of the economy. They've got a government mandate to where we're getting rid of the refrigerant that we're currently using, that we've been using for the last several years, and going to a more green-friendly refrigerant. The refrigerant that we're using now is R410A. By the end of this year, they have to quit making units that have 410A in it, and we're going to a new refrigerant, which is 454. The new refrigerant is supposed to be more green and ozone friendly, but they're stopping production on the equipment that we have that we're using right now. So we were talking about, when to replace your air conditioner. If you're kind of on the fence going, maybe it'll hold out till next year, maybe it won't. They have already stopped producing equipment that has the 410A refrigerant in it, and now then they're starting to come out with the new refrigerant that's going on. So any equipment that they've got, they can continue to sell until the end of the year. And then after the end of the year, they can't sell it anymore, and then we've got to go to the new refrigerant. So by doing that, price increases are coming. And it started out yesterday. I had a package unit that we were talking about replacing on a commercial building, and there was 4 of these package units left in captivity that had the 410A refrigerant in them. So that's how I priced it, because I could still get my hands on one of them. And the customer said, well, he said, I may just wait until next year, since it's got a slow leak in it, and if we gas it back up, it'll last us till next year, and then we'll replace it next year as long as the heat's working. And I thought, well, for giggles and grins, I would go ahead and price the package unit with the new refrigerants in it. Well, I called our supplier, and they don't have their pricing on it yet either, but they told me to figure 15%. So you're looking at a 15% price increase on the equipment. But then by the time you associate all the other costs that goes in with it, to install it, and the labor and the cranes and the electrical and everything that goes with it, the price increase was about 9%. So to put that in real dollars, if you're looking at a $10,000 piece of equipment and it's going up, 9%, that's almost another $1,000. So we're looking at about $1,000 price increase on a $10,000 system. And of course we have systems now, the higher efficiency you go, you could spend 20, 30 grand, on a system. And I think on this commercial project that I was looking at, it was like 15,000. So by the time we got through, it was going to add another $2,000, to this system. So if your system's getting older, or if it's just inefficient and you're thinking about replacing it, now may be a pretty good time, while we can still get the units that's got the 10A refrigerant in there before we go over to the new. And at this time, we haven't installed a system with the new refrigerant in there, so I don't know any of the problems or nuances that we're going to have with that type of equipment. But the pressures are about the same and the efficiencies are about the same, and so the equipment's still going to be efficient, and I'm sure that it'll be good. But as everything, be a little more costly. So if you're sitting on the fence and you're kind of debating on what to do, you might think about that. As the end of the year is coming up pretty quick, and things are happening, and like time, it goes by quickly. So if you're thinking about it, now's the time. I'm Darren Yarbrough with Yarbrough and Sons Heating, Air, and Plumbing.
How to rise up. He freed prisoners. Taught us how to smash the machines to scrap. People whisper about John. Wonder how he can know the things he does. They use words like prophet. But John is more. We're here because tonight, he's gonna lead us to crush Skynet. For good. Sir, request to join the Colorado offensive.
Need you with me, Reese.
Talking about the complete destruction of Skynet, sir.
Colorado unit will succeed. The machines will fall tonight. Right here, the Los Angeles assault is just as important, maybe more.
More important than destroying the Skynet's central core? John, I don't understand why you're leading an attack on a work camp.
Because the camp is a camouflage. Inside the camp is a hangar. Beneath that hangar, Skynet has hidden its final weapon. When Skynet realizes it is lost, it will deploy that weapon to ensure its own survival. We take it tonight, or there is no tomorrow.
When we'll take it.
You're my right hand, Reese, and I've never thanked you for it.
You don't need to. You gave us all a future, John. I'm gonna use mine. When this is all over, I'm gonna find my parents' house, rebuild it, use my hands for something other than killing. How about you?
Cold beer would be good.
Some pretty big plans.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I don't think about it too much.
I can see that. I figure whatever happens.
I understand the powerful pull of partisanship, but for my own f***ing sanity, can I get one Republican to at least acknowledge that Trump said the thing that he is repeatedly saying?
Look, Trump speaks in hyperbole. This is nothing new. He's not talking about using the military to attack people who disagree with him politically or anything like that.
He is literally saying that! He is literally saying that! What are you talking about? Literally! He is saying the enemy within, like Shifty Shift and Pelosi. You can't just pretend that he's talking about something else. God, this is what gets us to the ultimate problem, which is this. Is any of the shit Trump says real? How are we supposed to understand what's bullshit and what isn't? Kamala Harris, she's going to have an 80-page presentation on exactly how this opportunity economy is going to function and how it's going to be paid for. Meanwhile, the standard for Trump is emotional vicinity. I understand the powerful pull of partisanship.
My son is Braxton, and he was diagnosed with a brain tumor. And they said it's an extremely rare cancer. Braxton went in for an 8-hour surgery. We kissed him goodbye. You're scared because you don't know what he'll be like after. And everybody was saying, what about St. Jude? What about St. Jude? And with all my reading about success rates, you know that he has the best chance here. We're looking at 3 to 8 months of chemo. The hope is that Braxton gets to go home. In a couple years, our plan is T-ball. So you just gotta keep thinking of T-ball. But it's hard.
You can join the battle to save lives by becoming a partner in hope for only $19 a month.
DeepMind is rewriting the rules of AI, taking it from a helpful tool to something that feels almost human.